Hey guys, hope you're all having a great day. So I know that many of you have watched my videos on the quickfire hydrangeas. I'm going to link that playlist down below if you're interested in seeing the whole process of these hydrangeas growing throughout the season. But long story short, if you're new here, at my grandparents' house, I planted a row of quickfire hydrangeas 2 years ago, back in 2020, and it's been a couple years of just taking care of them, cutting them back, and seeing how much these things have exploded in growth. Now, I also mentioned that they were quart-sized plants when I did put them in the ground in the springtime of 2020, and they are close to 6 feet now. They're crazy, so let's take a look. Today's September 13th. It also has been kind of on and off raining today, so some of these branches might be leaning a little bit lower than they normally would, but the quickfire seems to hold up pretty well to the rain since the blooms are not like a huge panicle of them. It's more so just like little scattered blooms. They're all looking really, really nice. And what's awesome about the quickfires is, as you're seeing at this time of year, at least in southern New England, many of the blooms that you'll see from like limelights or the phantom hydrangeas or other ones like that, they look more like this right now, where they're just opening up. They have a lot of white, or they're turning kind of a greenish color, versus the quickfires have been open for quite a while, so they're starting to develop the nice, beautiful pinks and reds in them in mid-September. So I'm just kind of moving around. This is the tallest one that we have so far. It's got probably like more than that, probably like 8 branches that are kind of going straight up, and they've got huge bloom panicles on them. I mean, just compared to the size of my hand, quite a bit larger, absolutely gorgeous. These are definitely the biggest blooms that we've had so far on them this season, but they're doing really, really well. Especially this one on the end seems to have quite a number of blooms. Now, I'm not going to lie, I actually haven't been here in a little while, and I haven't done anything this season except for pruning them back in the springtime, and then I also fertilized them at that point. I think I actually only used plant tone. I didn't even use flower tone. So I just used plant tone at that time. We actually were also in a drought all summer. We actually were a severe drought. It was the second to worst drought that we've had. And these hydrangeas held up really well. We didn't irrigate them this year at all. And they've done phenomenal through this. So they are well established at this point. And pretty much the only maintenance to do with these hydrangeas is just giving them a cut back once a year and fertilizing them. And that's it, which is awesome. So these 5 plants have really taken up this space very well, and they're only going to continue to fill it up more. I think the biggest thing I'm noticing from these that I want to improve on for next year is this hydrangea seems to have the best shape to it. You can see at the bottom, it's kind of just like one main branch that goes out to a bunch of others. All the branches are pretty much facing up. It's got a lot of nice, beautiful blooms on them. And then the other ones, they have a few branches that are kind of going down. This actually is not a part of the hydrangea. This is one of those like swan plants that kind of escaped through. But the rest of them, there's some branches that are a little bit lower to the ground. Part of that's because of the rain. But I think what I want to improve on when I cut them back this year is cut some of those lower branches so they tend to grow a little bit more upwards, and then we get a better shaping with it for next year. I mean, they still all look really good, but I think they could be cleaned up just a little bit. This is also a really great time of year where you can cut these hydrangea blooms, and they're going to hold their color pretty well. They'll eventually kind of tan out a little bit, and they'll be more of just like a tannish brown color. But you definitely can prune these at this point and make a beautiful arrangement, a nice dried arrangement for them. I know that Wise Guide has some pretty good videos, so you can check out his Instagram. I'll try to link that below if I can, but I remember seeing something last week that had a really great way of describing how to cut panicle hydrangeas and save them. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on these hydrangeas. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. Like I said, I'm going to link all those other videos if you want to take a look to see how these have grown throughout the last couple of years, because it's kind of insane how fast they've grown. Like, they're phenomenal. Still kind of blown away by that. But besides that, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one.